There is a strategic advantage to stepping completely out of the spotlight. When you choose to disappear into the shadows and work in secret, you build the capacity to execute a transformation so thorough that your eventual return will be unrecognizable to those who thought they knew you. Over the next 6 minutes, we are going to build your personalized ghost mode protocol, a step-by-step system to effectively vanish from public view and upgrade your life without external interference. To begin this process, you must secure one specific physical tool, a private paper notebook. This cannot be a notes app or a cloud document. Moving your planning to a physical, offline format creates an immediate barrier against digital distractions. By keeping your blueprints on paper, you reduce the temptation to broadcast your intentions and protect your initial momentum from being sabotaged by outside opinions. Step 1 is the information lockdown. Starting today, you must halt all open communication about your ambitions, your daily progress, and your failures. You are closing the valve on all public updates regarding your personal trajectory. There is a single exception to this rule. You are permitted to share your journey with one person, such as a life partner, but only if you have absolute certainty they actively support your growth. Without that certainty, you tell no one. To understand the cost of oversharing, imagine your probability of success as a progress bar. Every time you vocalize a plan and satisfy your brain with early validation, your actual chance of following through drops by 5%. This lockdown applies to your low points as well. When you hit a wall, you will feel a natural urge to seek comfort or complain to others. You must suppress that impulse and handle the physical or mental fatigue entirely by yourself. Talking about a goal often creates a false sense of achievement that drains your motivation. By keeping your struggles and successes internal, you preserve that energy and recycle it back into your work. Step 2 requires defining exactly what you are disappearing to build. You need to select one specific ambitious target, whether that is a physical transformation or the creation of a new business, and define the outcome with absolute clarity. Record the details of this target in your physical notebook and hide it where no one else can see it. You are now the only witness to your own progress. Next is the architecture phase. To ensure execution, you must aggressively restructure your physical space and daily routines to serve this single target. This calendar model illustrates the necessity of time boxing. You must overwrite your schedule with protected blocks of time dedicated solely to transformation work, ensuring those hours remain untouched by outside demands. Support these time blocks with environmental changes. This might involve relocating to be closer to your training facilities or physically isolating yourself from environments that trigger old, unproductive habits. Transformation fails when it relies on willpower alone. It succeeds when you engineer an environment where your daily goals become the path of least resistance. Step 3 involves a psychological shift. Most people instinctively alter their behavior based on what they think others believe. To remain in ghost mode, you have to break this cycle of seeking external approval. A powerful technique for this is to construct an idealized version of your future self within your mind. This is the person you intend to become through this protocol. Make this internal avatar the only judge of your progress. When making a decision, ignore the hypothetical opinions of your peers and ask only if this future version of you would be satisfied with your effort today. Eventually, your progress will require outside expertise. This presents a risk to your privacy, as seeking help often requires revealing your plans. You handle this using surgical extraction. You identify the specific expert you need, reveal only the bare minimum context required to get the answer, and retract immediately back into your work. Shifting your social interactions toward targeted data retrieval instead of seeking applause turns your environment into a tactical resource rather than a source of distraction. Following this protocol removes the external friction that halts most people. When you eliminate the need for validation and focus entirely on execution, a significant transformation becomes inevitable. As you reach your goal, you will experience a paradox. The desire to shock the world that started this journey will likely be replaced by a sense of internal order and peace. The self-control you developed in the shadows provides a reward that external recognition cannot match. You will find that you no longer require the approval of a crowd to feel successful. A completed transformation means you have outgrown the need for an audience entirely. For more protocols on refining your mindset and your environment, watch this next video.